Welcome to Lynn Cullen Live at pghcitypaper.com. Email your questions and comments to Lynn at pghcitypaper.com.
Hello there, and welcome to the day before Thanksgiving. Or Thanksgiving. Is that the way you say it? I think around here they say it's more of a first syllable accent, right? Thanksgiving. I don't say it that way. I say Thanksgiving.
That's how I say it.
You do too? Yeah. It seems like one of the things I noticed when I moved to Pittsburgh 30 plus years ago is that a lot of words where I would accent the second syllable, Pittsburghers accent the first. Also like umbrella.
Yeah,
Don't you hear umbrella?
Because West Virginians.
You know, if you're gonna talk, you gotta get on a mic. Umbrella. I say umbrella. And red light. And I say red light. And I don't know what that is. What is that? It's a accent on a different syllable. That's what it is. So we're going to have a little bit of a bizarre show today, I think, guys. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. There's one thing is for certain. We can't all fit on screen. I'm going to be joined in a bit by two wonderful singers, songwriters, well known in these parts. Phat D, who I think was voted the best jazz blues singer in Pittsburgh by Pittsburgh City Magazine readers. Did I say magazine? All right. City Paper. Right here. And Liz Berlin, founder of Rusted Root, the multi-platinum album-selling band. And also, I was reading stuff, and then, of course, I left it at home, a winner of the major award for being a good deed doer. I got to ask her about that. She won that big award, the Keystone? No, something. I have to ask. See, I was very good today in that I printed out all this interesting material about these two wonderful women, and then I left them at home because I'm an idiot. But they have, for the first time, put a record out together, and it's about the Fourth Reich. You've heard of the Third Reich? This is about the Fourth Reich, and it is their effort to fight what they see as incipient fascism, what I see as incipient fascism as well. So they'll be here. They're going to sing. I mean, there's no way. So I'm going to pretty much will disappear off the screen, although I'll still keep a microphone around. But I visually, I don't think I'm going to be around for much of this. So I was just reading something, and I was drawn to it because of the headline, which is "Not Your Grandmother's Wisconsin." And I knew right away what it was going to be about. I had always taken such pride in being from Wisconsin because it was the birthplace of the Progressive Party, always known as a progressive state, first state to do so many wonderful kinds of things like unemployment compensation. I mean, things at the state level were done in allowing state workers to unionize. So many things were done there, and it was I just was always proud to be from Wisconsin. And since Scott Walker has become the governor, it's unrecognizable to me. And it turns out this woman writing this, who is a opinion writer for, I don't know, it says she covered the 2016 campaign. Her name is Emma Roller, and so I was interested in reading about it. And she starts like I would start. She says, I love telling people I'm from Wisconsin. Maybe it's my defense mechanism for when people accuse me of being a coastal elite, out of touch with real America. And what still holds her there is her family's living there, and she talks specifically about her 88-year-old grandmother, sort of like my 94-year-old mother is holding down the fort in Green Bay. And she says, I love this about her grandmother. She says, since Trump won the state and the election, my mom is still in denial. My dad has progressed comfortably to anger. My grandma has been coping with the election result with characteristic wit. She said, after listening to Donald Trump's speeches about hate, I was convinced it's okay to hate. Therefore, I hate Donald Trump. That's her 88-year-old grandmother. Yay. Anyway, it's a very depressing piece. It really is. And she talks about the fact that Wisconsin people, and this is, she's absolutely right about this character trait. If you can make generalizations about people based on place. I mean, we do all the time. Pittsburghers are the nicest people in the world, or Pittsburghers this or that and that. You know, everybody says that about their own hometown. I think people in Green Bay are about the nicest bunch of people in the world, too. And yeah, Pittsburghers, too. So it's a little silly. But one thing about people in that upper Midwest is they tend to be sort of, they're not real, all that new agey stuff hasn't hit there at all. So they're really sort of hardworking, decent, straightforward, but they don't like argument. I've noticed that too. And I think that's part of, it's so odd I ended up doing what I do for a living because I hate confrontation. I hate it. I want everybody to be happy. I hate confrontation. So this woman ends it exactly. I just want to read it because it's so true. She says, the Wisconsinites I know don't like to argue about politics in general, and certainly not at the Thanksgiving table. We are creatures of habit. We don't like to make ourselves or others uncomfortable, and we loathe confrontation. That is absolutely on the money. But this year seems to bring with it a moral imperative to have uncomfortable conversations about the very real stakes of this election. This year, we may need to break the habit and worry less about being nice and talk more about what it means to be decent. I think that's well said. So I don't know if I'm capable of explaining the range of emotions and thoughts I've had since the Trump confab with the New York Times. When I left here yesterday, he had just tweeted that he had canceled the meeting with the Times and called them a bunch of names and said they'd changed the rules in midstream and he wasn't going over there. And then lo and behold, 2 seconds later, I mean, these things worry me. That kind of thing worries me. The push, the pull, the push, the pull. I'm not, I am, I don't, I this, I that. And then the reality of what he said in that conference with the Times people, where he literally just sort of tossed off all of the pillars of his campaign. All the stuff he... Lock her up! Lock her up! Lock her up! Torture! Torture! All that stuff, he just... 180. 180. Not interested. Nah, doesn't work. Blah. And this is unsettling. We have a man in the White House who has no convictions at all. Well, if things keep going like there is going to be a conviction, and it's going to not be the kind I was referring to. He has no convictions. None. He truly cares about one thing and one thing only, and that's Trump. And he truly is going to treat the presidency. Do you hear what he said to them at the New York Times? My brand's never been hotter. Since I won. Never been hotter. He's still just the snake oil salesman, and he's on the biggest stage ever. And dear God in heaven, help us. An unserious people put in the most powerful position in the world, the most unserious of men. We're fucked, to coin a phrase. Anybody there? No, they stopped. Guys, I mean, you got to let me get a word in edgewise. Oh, here are the girls. This is going to be, you know what? Let's let them in. I'm going to do a Dr. Stiles commercial, and there's going to be a lot of hubbub around me, but let's get them in. And as I said, this is going to be really bizarre. It's just going to be bizarre because we don't fit. But so let me get Dr. Stiles separated from the craziness that is about to occur. You know, I only do endorsements and testimonials of people and or services that I personally have used and obviously thought were great. I'm not somebody who does this kind of thing, you know, to make some money, whether I care about it or not. I don't, and it's something throughout my career. So, I've been to Dr. Stiles twice. And I've been to hypnotists 4 or 5 times in my life. This guy is a master hypnotist. There is no doubt about it. He calls himself that, and he damn well should. He's been doing it for 52 years. He is good. And I'm just throwing it out there. They need a couple of minutes. I'm just throwing it out there that if you... Usually it's because people are desperate that they try hypnosis. It's sort of like going to an acupuncturist or something. Well, have you tried acupuncture? And I'm saying that if you're desperate about needing to stop smoking, needing to stop any kind of habitual behavior, wanting some way to handle stress better, wanting to lose weight, because a lot of us eat for stress relief or smoke. A lot of that stuff. So all of that, all centers in one place, our heads. And what Dr. Stiles does is he helps you. And it's so easy, actually. He helps you harness the power of your own head to be on your side. Because a lot of times, you know, our own heads are not those little voices whispering, go ahead. I think that chocolate cake will make you feel better. Go ahead, have another slice. You know it'll make you feel better. Our heads mess with us all the time. So he gives you the ability to harness that powerful head of yours to help you, not to hurt you. That's pretty much what happens in hypnosis as a health procedure. I can't, you know, I got stories and stories and stories about what it's done for me. I'm just saying, if you're toying with, could I, should I, oh, I couldn't possibly be, all that kind of nonsense, take a flying leap. Give it a shot. It has helped so many people. Dr. Stiles has helped so many people. I'm going to give you a phone number twice. Slowly. 724 656 0454. 724 656 0454. Do it. It'll give you something to be thankful about. Believe me. All right, so I thought we'd get everything set up while I was doing all of that, and that didn't happen, huh? Okay, this is going to be a crazy show. So I was saying Donald Trump, oh my God. The scariest thing is he clearly is not going to divest himself of he is not going to untangle himself as businessman from himself as unbelievably president. And he flat out said to the New York Times that he had no legal obligation to establish those boundaries between his business and the White House. He said presidents don't have conflicts of interest, can't have conflicts of interest, meaning law says that I cannot have not the way you think that phrase, what that phrase means. He says, no, there's no way that I personally could have a conflict of interest, sort of like Richard Nixon saying, if the president does it, it's not a crime, which he said, or it's not illegal. Oh, my God in heaven. So he also says all about, lock her up, crooked Hillary. I will, on my first day in office, have a special prosecutor. We're going to lock her up. The crowds went wild. Donald Trump yesterday. I don't want to hurt the Clintons. I really don't. She went through a lot and suffered greatly in many different ways, and I am not looking to hurt them at all. And he went on to say, it's not this. I want all of his supporters, they've got to hear this. They've got to hear this. And then he went on to say about Hillary, the whole Hillary thing, it's not something that I feel very strongly about. So, and as for torture, we're going to torture him, we're going to waterboard him, and much worse, much worse. Now he's not for torture. You know why? He had a conversation with one of the generals, and the general said, it just doesn't work. I could, give me a six-pack, give me a beer and a package of cigarettes, and I'll get more out of somebody. And Trump said, wow. When he said that, I thought, wow, that really makes sense. So he was turned like that. And as someone said in today's paper, what's scary about him is that he seems to take on the opinion or of whoever has talked to him last. And I was saying before how talking about people in Wisconsin, how they don't like confrontation. They like to be nice. They like people to be comfortable. Frank Bruni writes today, the thing about Trump is he wants to be loved. And so he often agrees with whoever he's with. So yeah, Bruni writes, it was as if he'd never really thought through. This is just changing about climate change or Clinton or, the president who he says he really likes. I really like Obama. Bang, bang, bang. And Bruni nails it. He says it's as if he'd never really thought through whatever it is, the issue, torture, climate change, whatever. It's as if he never, which is true, because he doesn't think a lot about things, not a thoughtful guy. It's as if he never really thought through the issue. And it suggested that the most influential voice in Trump land is the last one he happened to listen to. And that is really scary. Because think of the people who he has picked to surround himself with. The people who have access to his ear. They are a frightening bunch. Steve Bannon, Mike Flynn, Jeff Sessions. There's a piece of audio from Flynn that I heard the other day from a speech he gave in August. He's saying in it that Islam is not a religion. It's not. He said it's not a religion. It's a cancer. It's a cancer that has metastasized. And it's a cancer we must kill. We must destroy. Islam is not a religion. Good God. Okay. Henry writes, today on MSNBC they are covering a story in New York Magazine suggesting that there may be a recount in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Yeah, I've been reading about this stuff too. I don't understand why it's not, especially Wisconsin. They are finding serious anomalies in certain precincts. And there's a potential for that here too. This is from New York Magazine. Hillary Clinton is being urged by a group of prominent computer scientists and election lawyers to call for a recount in 3 swing states won by Trump. They say they found persuasive evidence that results in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan may have been manipulated or even hacked. The group is so far not speaking on the record about their findings and is focused on lobbying the Clinton team in private. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got the 2 ladies here. They're in the room. This tiny little closet of a room where we don't have space. Hi.
We have you.
Yeah, well, listen, guys. I'm gonna give you. We're gonna put you 2 here because God knows they see me all the time. And I'm gonna move over here, but I'm gonna take a mic. We have 1 mic, Mandy. You can hold a mic. Liz, you have that mic stand.
Oh, this one. Okay, great.
And we're on. So this is all we're on right now.
Hello, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
There's the.
There's a monitor. Here, let's sit down a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Sit down so they can see us.
Just sit. We're gonna make this up as we go along, and you can see yourself on the monitor, and get in the shot. As I said, I printed out all this wonderful information that you had sent me, and then I left it at home.
That's okay. We brought it.
I'm sure you did. But so here, guys, these 2 are Phat Mandy,
Hi.
who's come with
Where's the camera? Where am I
a
looking?
club, and
That's a Guido.
yes, so you do that with it.
Yes, that's a Guido.
Oh man,
Exactamente.
I got it. Okay, it's a musical instrument. Who
It
knew?
is.
That's Phat Mandy, and then Liz Berlin. Hello,
Hi.
it's so special.
Nice to see you.
Mandy, I see her all the time. I don't
It's
see
true,
you.
it's true.
Yeah, Mandy. So these are 2 of Pittsburgh's biggest, baddest chanteuses.
What's the plural of that?
I don't know.
Chanteuse.
Chanteuses.
Chanteuse. Nous sommes chanteuses de Pittsburgh.
There you go.
And that's for all you Francophile immigrants out there. So yeah, we're so happy that you had us come on to the show today. Lynn, we're working on a project together. Liz and I have been working together for several years. I'm a vocal coach in her We Rock workshop program, and she developed a program with Allegheny County.
I want to hear more about that.
It's exciting. We work with kids to make a record of their own music. Kids in the foster care system, independent living, and homeless youth.
And you do that at the studio at Mr. Small's that you have?
Yeah, we do that at Mr. Small's through our nonprofit Creative Life Support.
Jeez.
It's pretty great that it ends up with a big show at Mr. Small's Theater. So I'll let you know when the show is.
I would. So this is, wow. And how long has that been going on?
This will be our 7th year for that.
Yeah, this will be my 4th year involved with the program.
Mm-hmm.
How incredible.
Yeah, it is pretty incredible. She was recruiting all last week, and I went with her on one of the recruitments. So we actually went to the home of 4 potential students, and we set up her. She set up her mobile recording studio, and we made a beat, and we sang them some songs.
So how does a kid get in? You mean, so they have to? Not anyone who wants to can do it. They
have to be current or former foster or independent living kids from 14 to 21, and I've been visiting group homes all week, just kind of like starting music with them and trying to rope them in. And then the other day we had auditions where we had about 15 kids come and audition for the program. So
how many can you take at a time?
About 20. So we're going to have very good attendance this year. I'm very excited.
Well, how wonderful.
Yeah, we're going to spend 2 months in the studio in the North Side working on their original music, writing their rhymes, and developing the CD. And then we spend 2 months rehearsing at the 412 Zone, which is a drop-in center downtown run by Auberly in the county. And we rehearse for 2 months there, and then we do a big show in May. And we've gone out of town on gigs. Last year, we rode all the way to the Poconos for a big conference in a school bus.
It was for the Adoption Permanency Network's national conference.
Wow.
They were invited to be the entertainment.
Wow.
I know.
Did you get some huge award for this kind of stuff?
I did. My husband, Mike Speranzo, and I got the Jefferson Award, which is like the Nobel Prize for Public Service, I believe.
That's what I thought. The Jefferson Award.
Yeah, that was Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and
Robert Taft, Senator Robert Taft,
and
George Beard, I believe, historian, right?
Yeah.
Organized that award, and it's huge. It's like a Nobel Prize.
Quite an honor.
So did that happen in D.C.?
I never got a Grammy, but I got.
Who needs a Grammy? You got fans in love, and we're affecting children's lives.
I know.
Helping them find a
so these
voice.
These two are more than chanteuses, I'll tell you that. These, I mean, and in fact, they often use their music to push things forward, I would say. I'm going to give you guys the floor.
Well, so it's exciting. So in addition to our work with We Rock, and I'm teaching over at the Afro-American Music Institute, we've been writing these songs. I've been writing these songs that don't fit on a jazz record. Like sometimes they do, but usually it's just, me railing against injustice. And it's just really hard to go from, and hey, let's not be racist anymore.
But wait a minute, is there really no, because in a lot of musical forms there is a history, a tradition of marrying it to
but like
protest.
musically I wanted something like rougher, like something more driving, something that wasn't so smooth. I wanted like kind of a rock disco feel. And so on April 1st, I was kind of laying in bed and I was making the most ridiculous Facebook posts.
Tell us the one you posted. I like the one about what you were gonna. You were into wrestling a lot of people.
Yeah. I said Wendy Bell and I were gonna wrestle in Chip Chop Ham for a charity match, and we're gonna donate all the money to Black Lives Matter activists. And I said that who was it?
You were gonna
I was gonna wrestle the mayor.
The mayor.
Yeah, I wanted to wrestle the mayor. I said Tom Savini had called me, and we were gonna do. I was gonna do a biopic on Zoe Saldana as Nina Simone, and we were gonna call it "I've Got You Under My Skins." and so while I'm railing against all this stuff, I said Brian Drusky and I were having a child together, and then I tagged Liz, and I said, "Oh yeah, Liz Berlin and I are gonna make a social justice disco album, and she's on tour. And so, like,
I haven't seen any of these posts, right? I'm like, I wake up late on the tour bus. Okay, so I wake up on the tour bus, and the first thing I do usually is check Facebook. And the first post I see that I'm tagged in is Fat Mandy saying that we're gonna release this social justice disco album together, and I was like, "What? How do I not know about this?" And then I realized what day it was because I had just woken up, and.
But so you must have thought,
Yeah.
this doesn't sound like a joke. This sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I think both
Right.
of us were surprised at how many of our fans were like, yeah, we'd really like to hear that. Why is that a joke? They were genuinely disappointed. They were like, oh, that would have been cool. Okay.
So
Yeah.
you did it, huh?
So
Very
I messaged her and I said, let's book a gig. And we did our first gig at the Fun House at Mr. Small's, which is our new smaller venue,
On their opening weekend.
on the opening weekend.
Yeah, it was really exciting. Mm-hmm. And people came and they loved it. You know, they liked the music. I loved working. I brought like half my band. She brought half her band. We like fused it together in this like rock, jazz, disco, which is what disco is. It's like a fusion of rock and roll and jazz and R&B and like Afro-Latin music, which is what we had. It just happened to be that my half of my jazz band is, you know, I work with Miguel Segay, so there's the Afro-Latin, and she's got her rock pop band. And we just
Smashed it together.
Yeah.
Music brings people together.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear some?
I sure as hell do.
Woohoo!
All right.
So the record's going to be it's going to be about half covers, songs that we really like, and a half of our original material. So we've got two of our poppiest covers and then one original. Oh, I need to the producer Selena. Can you take the Kindle out of my purse because our track's on that?
You know what else?
gonna do-
Were you going to play this? Because you
I
can't
am.
play that and hold a mic.
Can I trade you mics?
Yes. That's a good idea.
Clever.
Okay. All right. And we'll figure this
Can I pull
out.
up this song for you? I have a chord in the silver bag, which is right here. There's a chord in there. Can you put a 1/4-inch input?
Where you want it.
In your mixing board. So if you could just put the 1/4-inch somewhere and then hand me the other end, then we can play our instrumental when we get to that song.
Wait. Are you aware that we have equipment from
like-
the Pleistocene era?
Yeah, but do you have a 1/4-inch input somewhere?
Should.
Or do you have an 1/8-inch jack that you want to give to me?
There we go.
We're making sisters are doing it for themselves.
All right.
We're getting it together. So we're going to do 2 live, and we're going to use this track for the third piece.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you can actually
Ladies
hear
and
that.
gentlemen, Fat Man D and Liz Berlin.
See if I can do this without breaking my.
This is where the party ends, but I can't stand here listening to you and your racist friend. I know politics bore you, but I feel like a hypocrite talking to you and your racist friend.
Was the loveliest party that I've ever attended. If anything was broken, I'm sure it could be mended. My head can't tolerate this bobbing and pretending. Listen to some bullet head and the madness that he's saying.
This is where the party ends, but I can't stand here listening to you and your racist friend. I know politics bore you, but I feel like a hypocrite talking to you and your racist friend. From the kitchen to the bedroom to the hallway, your friend apologizes, he could see it my way. He let the contents of the bottle do the thinking. Can't shake the devil's hand and say you're only kidding. This is where the party ends, but I can't stand here listening to you and your racist friend. I know politics bore you, but I feel like a hypocrite talking to you and your racist friend.
Oh, I love it. This is where the party. This is a perfect song for Thanksgiving as people head home.
Yeah, when
It
you go
is.
home, you got to talk to your parents. We didn't write this song. This is a They Might Be Giants song. So like I said, half of the songs are going to be covers, and the other half are originals. So that first one was by They Might Be Giants, and this next one was written by Woody Guthrie
Alrighty.
and Billy Bragg. And what I think is really interesting to note about Woody Guthrie is that while he was writing a lot of his work, he was living in a
I know!
slum that Trump's father owned.
Well, it wasn't a slum. No. It wasn't a slum.
It wasn't a slum. What was it?
No, it was a housing development. I mean, it was high rises that Fred Trump had put up.
Trump. The
Well,
familial name is Drumpf.
Drumpf, I know. But and Guthrie had a little apartment in one of them, and he started to notice that everyone was white. Everyone was white. And it, of course, turns out that is the development that they ended up getting sued by the feds for housing discrimination. They would not rent to black people.
Oh, so it's perfect that we should go from your racist friend into all you fascists are bound to lose.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
From your lips to God's ears.
We're working on
Inshallah.
that.
All right.
We're
okay.
working on it.
Yep.
You ready?
I think so. I'm gonna tell all you fascists you may be surprised. People in this world are getting organized. You're bound to lose. You fascists, you're bound to lose. Race hatred cannot stop us. This one thing I know. Your poll tax and your gender greed have got to go. You're bound to lose. You fascists, you're bound to lose. All you fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose.
Oh, yeah.
People of every color marching side by side, marching across these fields where a million fascists died. You're bound to lose. You fascists, you're bound to lose. All you fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. I'm running through this battle. Take my Union gun. We'll end this world of slavery before this battle's won. You're bound to lose. You fascists, you're bound to lose. All you fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You fascists, you're bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. One more, yeah. All you fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You fascists, you're bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
Yeah. Whoa.
That felt good. It's been a hard couple of weeks.
Oh, jeez.
Lord,
Oh,
it has
God.
been.
Hey, guys, isn't it been amazing? I mean, oh,
That's
dear.
a word for it.
Yeah.
It
Frightening.
has been amazing.
Ama-
It's amazed me.
yes. Yeah. Yeah, we return to the real meaning of words.
Yeah.
Right.
We started this project, like we launched we launched, we released the music video for the next song we're going to sing, and we launched that single on Halloween, and we rushed really hard.
So you did this before the election.
Oh, yeah.
And
we've
you
been writing this songs for
assumed, did
years,
you
yeah.
not, like the rest of us idiots, that Hillary Clinton was going to be
Yeah,
the
we
next president?
assumed that he would lose.
I
hoped.
hoped that I was pretty sure he would lose.
I was pretty sure.
But I don't know. I work with a lot of musicians. I mean, you do too. We all work with like lots of people of color. So I've learned not to take anything for granted when it comes to racism and xenophobia.
You know what's funny is that after the election, I'm freaking out. I'm saying, I can't believe it. This is not my country. I don't know these people. Who are my... And I have a regular caller, Clarence, in Canonsburg, who is... He says his race is human, but he would be classified by us as black. And he said, welcome to my world. I mean, we have never... This is not... For black people, you're just feeling now like we feel all the time. This is not my country. I don't know these people.
My friend Brian Broom is a local African-American writer, and he described it in one of his posts as like watching millions of Americans watching the scales fall from all of our eyes.
Yeah.
You
Total
know?
loss of innocence. I mean, I thought I didn't have any innocence left to lose. Wrong.
yeah.
We rushed, and like we had hoped that our next song, Fourth Reich Horizon, which is one I wrote when Trump was really starting to like gain popularity, and I could see members of my own family, not in my immediate family here in Pittsburgh, but like extended branches, where we're just like, yeah, he's really speaking to me. Like, so I'm feeling this Fourth Reich arising. So we rushed like crazy in the studio to get this song out as a warning. Not as a prophecy, but as a warning to say to our fans, look, we just wrote this song, and then all of a sudden the election happened, and it's just
There
like
it was.
the knees were cut out from under us. What did you describe it as?
Oh, it was like a cross between a hangover and like mourning the death of the family. The day that
There
day.
it is. That's the
just
feeling.
the whole day. I was just kind of a zombie, like
Yeah, we couldn't. I tried to promote the fundraiser. Like these, we have a fundraiser going for the record. We have like an Indiegogo. It's a tax deductible thing that we set up, and it's easy to donate to the thing. But like those things only work if you're like unabashed and unashamed and just wholeheartedly asking everybody you've ever known to donate money, and then and you have a limited amount of time to do it. But so like for that whole week before, it was like, hey everybody, we're doing this anti-fascist record. It's called Social Justice Disco with Liz Berlin, Phat Mandy, songs to fight fascists by. Give us some money, and everybody's like, yeah, sure, that's doing pretty well. And then the election happened, and it's just like, oh no.
Everybody's sort of paralyzed. You're
yeah.
saying.
I was.
Can people still donate?
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Well, they
actually.
can, but
yeah.
I mean, we really stopped. I know I just didn't feel right about asking for anything at that,
Yeah.
So we really kind of slowed down a lot on pushing it, and
Well, do you want to just push it right now for some people who might want to donate?
Yeah.
And then we'll get, I mean, how do you do that?
So you go to Indiegogo.com, INDIE, gogo.com, and you look up here. I have them in my purse.
oh, you have flyers?
My flyers in my purse. Where did my purse went?
It's out in the front.
Oh, it's on the
room.
front. So if you follow us on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, we have a Facebook page, Social Justice Disco with Liz Berlin and Phat Mandy. So if you just go on Facebook and look for Social Justice Disco, Liz Berlin, Phat Mandy, it comes up. Or you can go on the Indiegogo website, and we have the address is indiegogo.com/projects/social-justice-disco-by-Phat.
jeez.
We'll put the link up on a Twitter and on a Facebook. Look it up.
All right,
Is there wait?
jeez.
Do we got time to sing his last song?
Yeah, you do.
Just like
Yeah. That's not going to do
it's
it.
not gonna work. You can't read.
No, that's not going to do it.
Hold it up a little bit more. Hold it up a little bit more. Like a little bit up. Like go up a little bit more so they can see that black thing at the bottom.
They can't see.
They
it.
Oh,
can't
come on.
read
You
that.
just can't read that.
No.
Okay,
Well,
Indiegogo.com.
we have a Facebook page for it, so just go on Facebook and look for Social Justice Disco, and it'll pop right up.
There you go.
Facebook.
Well, why didn't you say that at the beginning?
She's an internationally known star. I'm just like Clawn. I'm here. I'm here. She knows how to do stuff.
All right. Okay, so I watched this video this morning.
Oh, did you see
really?
the
Oh,
video?
it's just wonderful.
Did you like it?
Yeah, love the song.
We edited it together.
I
did.
just love it. I loved it.
Thanks.
There's especially toward the end. There's some lines I really, really love. But yeah, let's.
Some pretty great lines in here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So let's.
Should we try and sing it? Did you get the audio feed?
It's broken.
It's broken.
It's broken.
Sorry.
So
It appears to be not functioning.
here,
Oh.
I'll try and play it. See if it comes through. I wasn't playing it before. If not, we'll just have to hold the mic up to the speakers on the Kindle.
You're not. Are you going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's playing.
All right, we'll give it a try, and I hope I don't blow out your ears here.
Hey, there it is.
Same.
It's coming through.
Come through.
Here, let me see if I
Sort
turn
of,
it up a little
sort
bit.
of.
Oh, it's turned up all the way. I need some earphones because I can't hear anything.
No, it's not. It's here.
Should-
Sorry, guys. We'll be with you in just. We'll be with you in just a minute.
This is what I'm saying. It's like.
It's just muddled.
It's
Very quiet, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you turn down our audio on our vocals a little bit to make it mix a little bit?
We'll try to get this right. But I mean, this is for the. There's what, like a See, I don't do
Yes,
music.
so
I was going to say an
This is,
orchestral bridge.
This is the instrumental track from
Yeah.
the actual album track that
Oh.
of this song.
Okay.
And we didn't have our whole band here today, so we wanted you
we
to
couldn't
hear.
Oh, yeah,
the drummer
yeah.
and,
Much
the-
as-
and her husband Mike, the bassist. And
No, I think that would have been
guitarist,
even.
Meth Strickland and Carlos Pena.
Yeah.
and Cha, the conga player, and
That would have been beyond even our
I mean, we
creativity
can bring them
here.
next time.
Yeah.
we could do it.
Like,
We could
put
But
them
we
all
can
around.
still do something here, can't
Oh
we?
no, we're gonna
yeah.
sing it to the track. It'll be all right.
All right.
And if
Okay.
people want to listen, they can buy it online at CD Baby, or they can go on YouTube and look at our music video.
And again, the title is Fourth Reich
Arising.
Arising.
Yeah, the video is on the Creative Life Support YouTube site that she runs for the nonprofit. Because this is a Creative Life Support project. So.
Okay. Gee, you both do so much stuff. Good for you. God bless you.
Here we go.
Give this a try.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Could a Fourth Reich be arising? Because the terrorists are here. A Fourth Reich arising. They've been. We come in too soon?
Yeah,
Should
we
we start it
were
again? Okay, we're going to start it again. We came in too early. Here we go. It's cool.
Maybe we should do it on the guitar.
It'll be fine. Here we go. Could a Fourth Reich be arising? Cause the terrorists are here. A Fourth Reich arising. They've been living here for years. They're the ones who all be lying from their tongues to our ears. Don't let them build a kingdom based on ignorance and fear. They raise up all the masses who refuse to try to think. Pass around their poison, people line up and they drink. They're the men in the mirrors and they're shouting at themselves, screaming at the murder they've been stacking on the shelves. Selling hate for Christmas, burning crosses across the land. I promise you I know the gods, this is not their plan. Big man yelling loud, put on that yellow star. He will shoot you if he sees you, he won't let you get far. The yellow star of yesterday's Trump's golden crescent of today. Branding all the Muslims, the Mexicans, that's not the way. Forget them who were here first and we're all refugees. Didn't even your Jesus say love thy neighbors the way to be? should dance when you're fighting fascists.
That's true.
Derek Tynes told me in gospel rehearsal the other day that they used to have the singers go out in front of the armies when they would bring down the Battle of Jericho and they would go any kind of big fight. Righteous people would send the singers first.
Oh. All right.
Oh, is this recording? Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh. Seems to me that Jesus might be sad at what we do. Don't ask me, I'm just another short, fat, tattooed Jew. But I know that keep him out, lock him up and give me my gun. It's a call to war and a call to hate and a prayer to the wrong one. Feel that Fourth Reich rising faster than we can see. All the hatred and all the lies, nowhere left to flee. Fourth Reich be it coming, we must not let it come too near. Cannot let them build a kingdom based on lies and built on fear. Must not let them build up all the hate. Feast on their feet.
Wow. Wow.
You like it here? Should we trade the mics back?
Okay. I love it. I love it. Guys. Oh, man. So there's a whole album, covers and that. And
Yeah, it's like about half and half, yeah.
Yeah.
We're writing new songs. We're working with our old friend Johnny Creco, who is currently at Standing Rock. He's a singer as well. You know Johnny Co?
No, but
He
I
and
know
his son
Standing
sung
Rock,
there
and I cannot believe what's happening there.
Yeah, so they're local members of the Council of Three Rivers American Indian Center,
Okay.
and Johnny's an artist, and his son's a dancer, and we've asked them to come and sing. We're going to write a new song, "Water is Sacred," and we've also got Pastor Derek Tynes in the Leamington Chorale, with whom I sing. They're going to be he's going to be arranging a whole gospel disco version of "I Can't Breathe," the anti-police murder of people of color song. So it's our originals and then covers and. Yeah.
We're also going to be doing some renditions of some classic disco. We're going to be doing "I Will Survive," which in and of
There you
itself
go.
is like the social justice anthem.
It really
of the
is,
disco
isn't
era.
it? Isn't
really,
it?
really
It's
is.
incredibly empowering for
Yeah.
women and for LGBTQIA people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know. It's
You know,
just one of those-
you reference in this last song you did, the Fourth Reich Rising, the yellow star. I was saying to a friend the other day, maybe we should start just wearing, those of us to whom it applies, wear the yellow star, and let gays start wearing their pink triangles and, show ourselves.
I don't know. That's
I have a friend in Berlin, Germany, who's from here, Scotty Blue Bunny. He's a professional 6.5 foot tall blue bunny, and he's
that's his job.
yeah, he's Jewish and he's openly gay. And I met him when I was on circus tour in the '90s, and he plays the fiddle, and he has an entire photo project of loving gay people, and everybody holds up a giant pink triangle. And living in Berlin, it's something he thinks about a lot. And once
sure.
for a program, he did put on a yellow star, and everybody was just, "Oh, you can't do that! You can't do that! You can't do that!" He's like, "Well, I am actually Jewish," and they were like, "No, you can't do that." So
And I was thinking about that. I was thinking, I wonder what they made black people wear, and then I thought, wait a minute, black people don't have to wear anything. Because
Exactly. They never can take it off.
that's right.
They can't turn off Facebook.
That's
Can't turn it
right.
They
off.
can't take a social media break and be like, "I'm
No.
going to have some me time."
Exactly right. Hey, there's no chance that you could do "We Will Survive." No, no,
I have to
can't.
bring my
Yeah.
guitar.
Oh, you
and
can't.
player.
You
Or
can't.
if we can find an instrumental.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
We sing a cappella.
It doesn't
Do you
seem
want to do
like
acapella?
We
You
could.
don't need a band. I mean, do you have the words?
No, never. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I just thought it would be a great thing heading into. We're pretty much done. We've got a minute or two left.
Oh,
Is there
okay.
anything you do or can do to sing us out? Because you guys are just
Did I mention my Merry Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa show real fast? On December 10th at the Fun House at Mr. Small's, I've got belly dancers and burlesque entertainers and holiday songs in every language. And
You bet you can. And when would that be?
It's going to be Saturday, December 10th at the Fun House at Mr. Small's.
And it's called what again? Let me.
Merry Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa. And it's a dance and singing show with me, my band, and burlesque dancers, Macabre Noir, Lita DeVargas, belly dancers, Maria Christine Hammer.
You know what occurs to me as I'm looking at you guys and listening to your stuff, that a lot of what the people who put Trump in office, a lot of what they fear it's you. It's the culture you represent, right?
It's women,
they just don't get it. They don't understand.
Jews,
yeah.
It's Muslims. It's
you.
It's the people that were here first, the First Nations. We're going to sing one verse because we are going to survive.
Let's do it.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to live, I know I'm gonna ride. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my life to give, and I will survive. I will survive. Hey! Woo! Woo! Hey guys, group hug, and we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Talk to your family about racism.
Love ya. Bye.
Oh! Well, that was nuts.
Lynn Cullen Live, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and archived at pghcitypaper.com. The opinions expressed on Lynn Cullen Live are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the viewpoints of Pittsburgh City Paper, Steel City Media, and its advertisers.